balls. Big old balls. Big as grapefruits, big as pumpkins, yes sir, yes sir. And on a really good days, I swear the size of small dogs. My balls are as big as small dogs, and it ain't bragging if it's true, yes sir, yes sir. It ain't bragging if it's true. Muhammad Ali said that back when he was a young man, back when he was Cassius Clay, before he fought too many fights and left his brain inside the ring. Sometimes I wish he was Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods. Sometimes I wish he was Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods. I got a friend who's going live. He's to one day go down on Madonna. That's all he wanted, that was all. Just one day go down on Madonna. And when my friend was 34, he got his wish in Rome one night. He got to go down on Madonna and Rome one night at some hotel. And ever since he's been impressed, his life is crap from here on in. And all the friends just shake their hands, say too soon, too soon, too soon. He went down Madonna too young, too soon. And it ain't bragging if it's true, yes sir, yes sir. It ain't bragging if it's true. Muhammad Ali said that back when he was a young man, back when he was Cassius Clay, before he fought too many fights and left his brain inside the ring. Sometimes I wish he was Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods. Sometimes I wish he was Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods. Certain girls don't look at you, it means that they like you a lot. If other girls don't look at you, it just means they're ignoring you. How can you know, how can you know which is which, who's doing what? I guess that you can ask them, which one are you, baby? Do you like me or are you ignoring me? Do you like me or are you ignoring me? And all you need to do that is one good pair of big balls. Balls as big as grapefruits, balls as big as pumpkins, balls as big as mine. But even though my balls are big, sometimes I wish they were bigger. Big as the wheels of a tractor, big as the golden arches, big as the Golden Gate Bridge, big as the state of Kansas, big as Mars and Jupiter, big as the swing of Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods.
Hire them. Now they don't have to sing that tonight. It's great. What the hell is this? All right.
Who is he?
I don't know. How are you? I still smell tobacco on my fingers. My breath reeks of pot and wine and sex. My eyes open up like they haven't in years, so I won't miss whatever happens next. They call the Chelsea Hotel. Yeah, I was starting to think the world was gonna end when the calendar turns. But now you're here, I see the future, baby, and they can let the calendar burn. New love is beautiful, but new love is sad. New love brings back all the old love that you've ever had. I put out a casting call and you cast a spell, and we're practicing for the millennium at the Chelsea Hotel. Who knows what tomorrow gonna bring? But I know where I'll be waking up. Let's just listen to our breath tonight and the breeze through the window that's opened up. Can you feel our hearts beating? Which one's yours, which one's mine, I can't tell. It's just another day of making love at the Chelsea Hotel. It's been all day making love at the Chelsea Hotel. Waiting for Van Gogh to come and paint my street. While waiting for Van Gogh to come and paint my street, I made sure the cobblestones shine and the canals got clean. I picked the broken pieces, but still Van Gogh didn't come and paint my street. So I figured till he did, I better go get some paints and brushes, and I got some canvases stretched over some wooden frames, and I got some wooden shoes and some really good hash, and I went outside and started. First I did the cars with their blistered shining screaming, and then I did the cats and flea collars streaming, and I did the houses and the fences and the cowards and the blue prayers and the yellow golden death, and I did the green lizards with their sun humping streaming, and I did the orange firemen and the senators with guns telling everyone who'd listen that injury's no good but death is okay, 'cause injury costs money but death does not. Well, I waited for Van Gogh to come and paint my street. Something is definitely happening tonight. I don't care nothing about nothing past tonight. I'm waiting for Van Gogh to come and paint my street. Yeah, waiting for Van Gogh to come and paint my street. I had a lot of time, 'cause he took his sweet time, so I had a lot of time, so I whole damn house. Then I read all the neighbors' books, and then every book in the whole damn town, and then all the books in the whole damn county, and then all the books except for the books in India, 'cause for some reason I resisted learning Hindustani. But then I went ahead and learned Hindustani, so now I've read all the books in the whole world, and sometimes I get bored 'cause there's nothing left to read. So I figured that I better try to write one of my own. So I started writing something, but it wasn't really happening. So I went with a prostitute who did it for $100, but it wasn't as good as I thought it might be, 'cause it felt really clinical, like going to the dentist. She discussed all her options and the timing and the prices, and later I went home and I felt a little dirty, but not so horrible. So I started kind of scribbling, and I wrote down a title and my name and my colors and my uncles and my features, and I wrote about my mother and the corn and the rumblings, and finally there wasn't really nothing left to say. So I wrote down the end, and I looked out the window, but he wasn't there yet. So I went and had a cupcake while I waited for Van Gogh to come and paint my street. Something is definitely happening tonight. I don't care nothing about nothing past tonight. Waiting for Van Gogh, waiting for Van Gogh, waiting for Van Gogh to come and paint my street. Waiting for Van Gogh to come and paint my street. Still alive this morning of throw laws and sitting on a copy of Tropic of Cancer. The only thing funny about it is that a year ago I never thought I was gonna paint anymore. I decided I wasn't gonna ever paint again. It didn't bother me much. Warhol's dead. David Hockney's still alive. I don't even paint. I painted over 10,000 paintings. Sad ones, funny ones, dark ones, and light ones. Other than those haystacks. And then women sitting off the side of their pool wearing nothing but a scarf. I painted everything there was to paint. Now it's time to take stock, sit back, give interviews, get on the internet, see what I've done. You know, the best friend I ever had was a dog. That sounds like a cliche unless it's happened to you. Some days that dog was the only reason I even got out of bed. That dog went everywhere with me. Then I heard crack addicts are stealing dogs and selling them for animal research. It sounded like an urban myth to me, like the mouse in the Coke bottle. But I left her home after that. You know, Paula was my wife for a while. She ran off with a great-grandson of Van Gogh, this cartoonist guy. Does these little political cartoons for Le Monde. When dog. Never saw her again except in court during the custody battle. She won. I had to keep the dog. I didn't talk for a while. You know, sometimes it feels like there's so much that you need. Sometimes the world is upside down. Sometimes it feels like the only thing you need is holding someone's hand as you walk through town. Well, I started hanging around with Dino. He used to run a poker game back east. Now he's got a little coffee shop. Sells cappuccino to his old pals Tommy Chicago, Jimmy the Wig, and Ugly Rose. You know, the best friend I ever had was this Mormon girl named Estelle. She still calls me every once in a while, late at night, drunk, asks me stuff I don't want to talk about. Can't talk to her, unless you're drunk too. You'll be all night long. She goes, why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why do you turn your back on love? You had so many chances. Why do you let them all go by? Well, one morning I was sitting out front of Dino's place with Jake the Shears, a guy from Philly who gives free mohawks. A couple of young painters. I was hoping he'd come by so I could give him some advice. Yeah, I was sitting up there, hoping to update my list of enemies, and this girl walks in, and the universe just kind of stopped. Turned out, she drank the same tea I did. Sometimes it don't take more than that to start a conversation up. She believed collage was the greatest of all the arts. Was busy pasting pictures of horses next to ads for laundry soap next to Muhammad Ali. She had a turquoise in her ear and said Rachmaninoff was always playing in her head, round and round. Later that day I was trying to describe her to my pal Jimmy the Wig. Couldn't find any words, and I realized I started drawing her chin. Somehow it didn't look right. Scratched it out. I tried it again. Threw the whole thing away. Never even got close. For 6 days I sat at Dino's place. The rain wouldn't quit and no one came in. Finally on the 7th day it cleared and in she walked. I asked her to sit with me and I bought her a cup of tea and I asked her to model for me sometime. That afternoon I was at a canvas. She was wearing a yellow dress. I swore if she'd let me, I'd get it right. Painted over 10,000 paintings. Sad ones, funny ones, dark ones, and light ones. I was sitting there like I couldn't even write my own name. I apologize. Says it's been a few months. If you have patience, I'll get the hang of it again. In the next few weeks, I painted her hundreds of times. If I get the nose right, the chin's too long. If I get them both right, the face is too thin. But I keep after it, and one day I get it all right. Still left this morning. Well, the throw wasn't sitting on a copy of Tropic of Cancer. The only thing funny about it is that last year I never thought I'd paint again. Think I'm gonna go visit Estelle. Those Utah mountains are good for the soul. I bring my brushes and some Jack Daniels and we're gonna make up for that lost time. She goes, why, baby, why, baby, why have you turned your back on love? You had so many chances, why did you let them all go by? Why, baby, have you turned your back on love? Sometimes it feels there's so much you need. Sometimes the world is upside down. Sometimes it feels that the only thing you need is holding someone's hand as you walk through town. Oh man, you're getting in big trouble. I want to thank Alan Pepper for being really cool about the taping thing. You know, he was looking like the bad guy there for a minute. I mean, he was having to play the heavy. And then he was like, hey man, whatever you want, but I'm just trying to protect you, meaning me. I thought that was cool. Somebody's watching my back against all of you. But it's all okay, you know. I hope some of you get some money out of it, that's all. Neutrinos have mass. Now I can sleep. Now I can spend my days loving you. Neutrinos have mass. What a relief. It's like the gloom has been lifted. You all know what neutrinos are? Tiny little things. They spent the whole century trying to prove their existence in their math. So if you haven't seen like a lot of physicists around, that's what they've been doing. But now they figured out that they got it. They got it. So I thought it deserved a song of some celebration. Neutrinos can fly through pieces of lead, 1 trillion miles thick undetected. Sometimes when I take a walk in this town, I think I know how they feel. Each neutrino has very little to say to you and me, but taken together, they could keep things from falling apart, and that's good news for us. Neutrinos at mass. Now I can throw away all those books that I bought on depression. Neutrinos at mass. This really rocks. This beats Oriental massage. The neutrinos have mass. Well, not very much. I got 4 in my pocket, and they don't weigh me down. I mean, maybe a touch, 'cause neutrinos have mass. Better not to let some of these songs linger too long. God, I played all my new ones in the course of the night, anyway. Stop. I'll do the suit song. I gotta tell you though, I was really serious about this, and I still am. When I was over in Italy for a couple of weeks, I was in Florence one day, and I was just sitting at the big church, you know, and there's a whole crowd of people, and they looked, you know, more or less like we did, just kind of average looking, you know, nobody like this or that particularly, just a crowd of people. And then this guy wearing this suit walks into the square, and it's like perfect suit. It's like, wasn't like too fancy. It was just perfect. It looked like he'd woken up. And I thought, that's perfect for me. And I mean, you gotta imagine, I didn't have anybody to talk to for a long time when I was over there. And so I didn't have anybody to talk me out of things. So every idea that came into my head in that period of time, I just assumed was a good thing. So I didn't have somebody to say, well, maybe that suit looks good on him, but maybe not you. Or, yeah, we'll talk about it another time. You're in Florence, you know, you're going to think these things. Everybody thinks that. You know, it's like the Jerusalem complex, except here. Here they think they're God, and here they want to look good. So I didn't have that. So I got all giddy with it. So you can laugh about it now, but it was really serious. When I find the suit I wanna buy, I'm gonna put it on a hanger in my room. I'm gonna hang it on a hanger in my room. When I find the suit I wanna buy, my bed, turn out the light and sleep just like I'm dead. In the morning it's all rumpled like my head. When I find the suit I wanna buy, when I find the suit I wanna buy, I'm gonna get a full head of steam up high, find a microscope and aim it at the sky, wear a telephone polo for a tie, find a monkey who can spit me in the eye, kick a camel who can run but doesn't try, hitch a ride with a kitten who can fly. When I find the suit, when I find the suit, when I find the suit I wanna buy, 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 I wanna buy. So sad the news come away this morning, like a bad dream, a dream you'd never even talk about. In a school where we send our precious children, the one place of innocence the world might ever let them know. And barely aware of the odds against existence in the first place, of love and fertility, of music lessons painting the garage, and lingering over eggs and thoughts and sleepy conversation. plans for the weekend and one last pause to pet the dog, and glancing at the clock and grabbing the notebook, confident of nothing but the unbroken days that they've been granted. But comes a child so full of anger and hatred, barely conscious of the genesis coursing through his veins, with a hand in a knot in his soul and a clench in his heart racing. His slim shoulders finally feeling tall, and his fellow creatures, school kids and their crushes and their daydreams, struggling to unwrap the ancient secrets of geometry. He pulls from his coat the instrument to shatter off forever, in a random blaze of insides and blood and endless night, and noise and flash and again, and not even when it's over can any of them so much as summon up the sanity to scream. And on the ground, his classmates blown down and choking, as he lays his weapon on his desk, partly sure he isn't dreaming. And all the world descends to offer their condolence, to offer up their theories, what went wrong and who and why and when and how. It's all a killing, day and night on television. It's all the movies where violence is natural as breathing. It's guns and bullets, easily obtainable as candy. It's video games where you kill and begin to think it's real. It's people not having God in their lives anymore. Or is all of it or none of it or some of it in various combinations? Now all these theories sound pretty logical, I guess. I ain't no scientist, I ain't no dissector of statistics. I ain't no theologist, I ain't no psychologist, biologist. 'Cause all I can do is offer up a prayer of my own. Talk to your kids, play with your kids, tell them your dreams and your disappointments. Listen to your kids and listen with your kids. Walk with your kids, watch your kids, tell your kids the truth best as you can tell it. No use telling lies, your kids can always smell it. Cook with your kids, cook for your kids. Sing with your kids and teach your kids the blues. Learn their games, teach them yours. Touch your kids, find out what they know. Be sad with your kids, be stupid with your kids, embarrass your kids, have them embarrass you. Then be tough with your kids, be strong with your kids, be firm with your kids. Say no to your kids, say yes someday a kid won't be kids, and maybe they'll have kids of their own, and so they talk to their kids, play with their kids, tell them their dreams and their disappointments. Don't you know she's everybody's baby? Maybe for a summer or a fall. But don't fall too hard for everybody's baby, 'cause everybody's baby and nobody's gal. Take your stroll with everybody's baby. Lose yourself in the beauty of her song. Oh. But don't lose your heart to everybody's baby, 'cause everybody's baby and nobody's gal. Everybody's baby is everybody's business, is everybody's private hiding place. Everybody touch her, everybody clutch her. She's everybody's turn the lights down fast. Yeah. She's everybody's baby. You think she's all yours, and she's your pal, but watch yourself with everybody's baby, 'cause everybody's baby ain't nobody's gal. That's who she is. She's everybody's baby. Maybe for a summer or fall. everybody's baby. 'Cause everybody's baby ain't nobody's gal. Ain't nobody's gal. I started getting a cramp in my leg. And it's really bad, because if it cramps, then it's over. It's like cramp for the rest of the night. You don't want to be doing this, cramping. I mean, you don't want to be cramping, really. But you really don't want to be doing this and cramping. You're an awfully quiet, subdued group. I mean, I like it. You know every scale that's known to man. You got all the music in your fingertips. With your tenor saxophone you play, and the New York Knicks are playing ball with you. First a little line that's just a tease, then the Sausalito for a seminar, and into a 712 you fly, and the pictures on the wall are flying too. You have everything but words. You have everything but words. So here are two. So here are two. So here are two. Branford Marsalis. Branford Marsalis. Branford Marsalis. know, you run all over the world and stuff, and like certain songs, like every now and then, like when I wrote that song Jerusalem, I pictured playing it like in King Solomon's mind, you know? That's like the place that I wrote that song for. I haven't done it there yet. Sometime I'll get to do it there, you know? But this song, that last one, I think I wrote that to do here. So now I do.
You belong here, man.
No, I don't. I don't belong anywhere. Thanks for, thanks for letting us borrow your place, Alan. For the weekend. I'm gonna sleep back there tonight. Yeah. Charles Manson doesn't even know his last name anymore. Charles Manson's real name was Charles Krautmeyer. He's forgotten it. Charles Manson had a bunch of people who believed his every word and followed his directions to cut a bunch of rich people. Would they still have done it if they'd known his name was Krautmeyer? Kind of doubt it. Charles Manson had a shitty album not too long before he got a bunch of people to believe his every word and follow his directions to cut a bunch of rich people. Would they still have done it if they'd heard his shitty album? I kind of doubt it. Charles Manson's real name was Charles Krautmeyer. Charles Manson's real name was Charles Krautmeyer. Charles Manson's real name was Charles Krautmeyer. Marilyn Manson took the last name of Charlie Manson. He didn't take the name Marilyn Krautmeyer. If he was called Marilyn Krautmeyer, I bet no adults with large straws up their asses would try to cancel any of his concerts. I think he should be called Marilyn Krautmeyer. He'd probably get to play more concerts. Maybe he wouldn't sell quite as many of his shitty albums. But at least the truth would be out that Charles Manson's real name was Charles Krautmeyer. Charles Manson's real name was Charles Krautmeyer. Charles Manson's real name was Charles Krautmeyer. Charles Manson really was a lucky guy. People didn't hear his shitty album. People didn't know his name was Krautmeyer. His followers never saw him pick his nose, which I understand he did a lot. Charles Manson comes up for parole every now and again. 3 guys sit across from him, talk to him for half an hour, then snip denied on his papers. The men don't know and tell their wives about it. Maybe he ought to go back to Krautmeyer. And maybe they'd ignore the swastika on his forehead. Stamped approved on his papers. We hereby parole you, Charles Krautmeyer. Charles Manson's real name was Charles Krautmeyer. Charles Manson's real name was Charles. You know what his name was. This is one of those perfect little sing-alongers. His name was Charles Krautmeyer. Remember when we sang? Never heard that one. You get all gooey inside. Charles Krautmeyer. Everybody know. Charles Manson's real name was Charles Krautmeyer. Okay, don't do it for you, do it for me, Nicky. Charles Krautmeyer. I don't want to call my mom and say I can't get them to sing. Charles Krautmeyer. Those big New York people, Mom, they kick my ass. Charles Krautmeyer. Just say, well, Daniel. You know, they have the Yankees after all. And they're doing so well. Well, if they're doing so well, how come they still want to get that big goon in Seattle? Come on, let the rest of us play too. Charles Manson's real name was Charles Krautmeyer. I gotta tell you, Charles Manson's real name was Charles Krautmeyer. Derek. Real name was Charles Krautmeyer. Charles Manson, and we got a guy named Garlic. That's cool. Like Garlic at second base. Don't stop. Manson's real name was Charles Krautmeyer. So much more fun to talk to people when they're going, that was Charles Krautmeyer. It's this little absurdist twinge to everything you say. It's great. You should try it. Your kitchen. Honey, would you do something for me? Well, Ken said this thing, and I just wondered if you'd try it. In an hour, he's going, Charles Manson's real name was Charles. How much more, honey? Just keep going. Charles Manson's real name was Charles Krautmeyer. And then I went over to Thelma's, and she had some rubber gloves tied around her neck, and I didn't know what she was doing. Charles Manson's real name was Charles Krautmeyer. Manson's real name was Charles Krautmeyer. So I got this contact problem. I almost stopped the song, and I almost stopped the song right in the middle and did this. And I thought, come on, man, you live in Delaware. But this is New York, has some decorum. She said a nice guy was on the cover of all those magazines. Why do they want to do a thing like that? I said, well, he killed all those people in Oklahoma City. She said, nonsense. People don't kill people. Car bombs kill people. And I said, well, yeah, Mom, they gotta do something with them. She said, why don't they just get Mike Tyson to explode in a news conference and bite off both his ears? And I said, true revolutionaries never bomb buildings. True revolutionaries never bomb buildings. It attracts too much attention. They never bomb buildings. A little girl down my block was born with silicone in her breasts. Turned out her grandma and her mother both had the implants done, and well, evolution took care of it this time around. And I started thinking, what is it about so many women with big breasts that look so sad? And I thought, well, maybe it has something to do with the weight, the burden they're asked to carry in the world, to feed it, to be the object of its desires. And I wondered about the rest of us, what burdens we're carrying all the time. And I said, true revolutionaries never bomb buildings. It attracts too much attention. They never bomb buildings. And I decided to go for a walk and not do anything except look everyone I see in the eyes and not be the first one to avert my eyes no matter what. And I figured be gone about 15 minutes. Things started happening. I didn't return for 2 years, by which time I was the heavyweight champion of the world and the expectant father of 16 children by 13 different women. And while walking down 14th Street between 7th and 8th Avenues, I suddenly realized you were my best friend in the world, and I didn't stop grinning till the bottom of the 7th inning. There I was in a fishing village, coastal Spain. Was Our Lady of Abortion Sunday afternoon. All the pregnant women coming forward to see the blessing of try again sometime, try again. And the old barber dyed his hair green for the occasion and pierced his nipples and was riding his skateboard to the statue of Conan O'Brien. And he was busy doing backflips for the little kids who gave him Dutch money given to them by their parents. A visiting lecturer, achingly handsome, had just finished giving a how to build bombs in your basement seminar in the park. All the young girls put away their notebooks dreamily and put dandelions in their hair. The chimpanzee who had managed to type out Hamlet 3 years before was busy typing away in the third-floor office of the driver's license building, typing out zoning ordinances, typing out learner's permits, bored and lonely. Pee Wee Herman was sitting in the central square in the grass, naked and masturbating. All the townspeople moved to him slowly and kissed him softly and sung lullabies in the grass. And in Berkeley, and in Greenwich Village, and in Paris, and in Scottsbluff, Nebraska, no one sits around funky little coffee shops anymore talking revolution. Nah, they get a Starbucks to go, and they go back to their basketball games where they say you can jump higher. Who can damn? Cardinals anymore. They say Nike, Reebok, Adidas, because the pro players don't play for teams anymore. They play for shoe companies when no one's fooled. We're just biding our time, waiting for the millennium anyway, when all the computers will crash. Because the best scientists in the world forgot to make them read. Zero, true revolutionaries never bomb buildings. It attracts too much attention. They never bomb buildings. Nothing niggers burned down nigger town. Step aside for burning and looting. But if you set foot in Beverly Hills, then brother, time to start shooting. Everything everybody has in their homes will be taken away next week, Wednesday. And everything everybody ever believed will be disproved on Friday. I'm going down to Hannibal. Buy a new suit of clothes. Hitler never heard a soul. I read it in a book. I finished up just this morning. I was happy and I couldn't wait to tell the good news to all of my dead uncles. When they tore down the Berlin Wall, everybody danced. But between what I feel and what I say, there's a 30-foot barbed wire fence. I'm going down to Hannibal. I'll buy new clothes. The world is one big cosmic joke played on me, I hear. As soon as I leave this room, you guys gonna disappear. Time begins to bend and shift. You might not have noticed, but just the other day a man in Washington State admitted killing Jesus. On down to Hannibal. We'll buy new clothes. I'm 6 foot tall and 180 pounds. I punched up a wall with my fist. And I don't understand that with one kiss. You can wrap me around your finger. You can wrap me around your wrist. Or wrap me all around your finger. You can wrap me around your wrist. Everybody who has ever been alive is alive today in Georgia. It's for us. I don't know who we are. It's a mystery, I guess. See, everything I know I learned from my dad. He learned it all from his. And his dad just happened to be wrong about everything. I'm going down to Hannibal. I'm going to buy a new suit of clothes. I'm going to wear 3 neckties. You're going to help with the bows. You're going to help with the bows. good news and bad news to tell you about God. Good news and bad news to tell you about God. The good news is He answers every prayer. Isn't that fantastic? Every single prayer. But God has an awful lot of time on His hands. God has an awful lot of time on His hands. And God has a backlog of prayers to be answered that stretches from Miami to the far side of Neptune. See, when you say a prayer, it goes into a file of facts and usually sits there for 3 million years. And when God finally gets to it, He takes it out and looks at it. He leans back in his leather chair, considers it, ruminates, coughs, clears his throat. Meanwhile, another 55,000 years have now gone by. And when He finally grants your prayer, your simple request for nice weather for your mother's Sunday game with tennis, your mother's long dead. You are too. Your entire species has evolved to the point where you've left the planet entirely. Or you live in a dome. You don't really need sunshine to play tennis. They tell you God works in mysterious ways. Well, I'm here to tell you that God does not work in mysterious ways. God is predictable. God is organized. But God has a lifetime that's so long compared to yours or mine. It's like if you were a bug and you crawled around the world. You did it again, and 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 again, talking trillions of times till your tiny little tracks created so much erosion that the earth looked like a sphere with its center strip cut out like a humongous yo-yo lying on its side. Well, that would be an afternoon stroll before dinner for God. I don't know if y'all can hear me good enough, so I'll shout instead. In the Cenozoic age, a long time ago, an Australopithecus, like a monkey, was trying to run away from a woolly rhinoceros. And while he was being chased, he wished that the heavens would open up and give that woolly rhinoceros a great big sunburn. He wasn't exactly sure how to say melanoma, hole in the ozone. The sentiment was there. Prayer was there anyway. You think God works in mysterious ways? He doesn't work in mysterious ways. It's just that God has an awful lot of time on His hands. And incidentally, you think God is old? You gotta see His folks. Down in Fort Lauderdale. God has an awful lot of time on His hands. God has an awful lot of time on His hands. God has an awful lot of time. Dr. C. clone me. I'd like to have another chance. take chances. Dr. C, clone me. Dr. C, clone my mom. She should have had a career without a ward in her fair. Dr. C, clone my mom. Dr. C, clone me. I'm feeling empty and alone. I'd like to call me on the phone. Dr. C, clone me. Dr. C, clone my dad. That is, I wish you had. He was gone before you were fat. Dr. C, clone my dad. Ooh, Dr. C. Ooh, Dr. C. Ooh, Dr. C. Dr. C, clone J.D. Salinger. I really wish that he'd care. Next one might not be so scared. Dr. C, clone J.D. Salinger. Dr. C, clone me. So many times I'm feeling stuck. So many girls I'd like to fuck. Dr. C, clone me. Dr. C, clone me. I'd like to be perfect like Christ. So scrape some skin off my thighs. Dr. C, clone me. Dr. C, Dr. C. Dr. C, clone my friend Kevin. A Kevin that I'd never wronged. With whom my friendship could be strong. Dr. C, clone my friend. Dr. C, clone me. Empty and alone. Call me on the phone. Dr. C, clone me. Dr. C, clone us all. Everybody for spare parts.
Back in black. Free bird.
Woo!
It's red.
Didn't seem to be any clear-cut favorites. Huh?
Pablo Picasso. That's good.
Document everything that you do. Mark it so your children will know it too. But it's hard when you've outstayed your welcome. It's hard to do. One time Johnny tried LSD, had a great revelation, but he found he couldn't put it into words. So he started drawing pictures of birds with 10 eyes, man with 50 arms. I wanna run away, 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 run away from here. In the afternoon, my dad would draw the blinds, sleep till I woke him up with my mind. I was only 3 or 4 years old. I lost that power long ago. Riding through the rain on a motorbike, Babe Ruth looking at a call third strike, Charles Manson working at the fair, letting all the little kids pull his I wanna run away, run away. I wanna run away, run away, run away. Run away, run away, run away from here. Let me go, and I will tell you stories all our lives. If you don't catch up, I make it up to you in the next life. I promise you. I live on the margin, I live on the side. Don't sit with the bridegroom or the bride. I sit with the engineer who takes me fishing off the edge of the pier. I come to believe we made up time, like we made up rhythm, made up rhyme. But it don't bug me, it's okay. Living in endless by a friend of mine. If his knees hadn't got sick, he'd have made the big leagues, just like his hero, the Mick. He wore number 7 on his back like the Mick, but his knees got sick, so he had to quit. He had the quickness, he had the size, he could hit a ball further than Johnny Mines. He was blonde on top, but his knees went pop, so he had to stop, had to give it up. If you get thrown out of the game, get sent on your way, you can come back next day after having had your say. But that's on a field of 9, just not ruled by time. And it don't work out so fine on this side of the white lines, on this side of the white lines. If his dad hadn't got sick, they'd have argued nights over their World Series pick. Who's better than the Yanks, who's better than the Mick? He was tough as a brick, but he still got sick. They were close as a father and son could be, close as the surgeon is to the knee. He waited for his dad to make his climb, but he wasn't gonna get better, not this time. If you get thrown out of the game and get sent on your way, you can come back the very next day after having had your say. But that's on the field of 9, which is not ruled by time, and it don't work out so fine on this side of the white line, this side of the white line. He plays softball now when he's got the time, when he ain't too beat and the knees feel fine. He ain't forgot how to swing that stick, and he says to himself just like me. Ty Cobb never got to face Dizzy Dean. Joe Jackson's best was never seen. He held a private funeral mass all alone in the park by the outfield grass. If you get thrown out of the game and get sent on your way, you can come back the very next day after having had your say. But that's on a field of 9, which is not ruled by time, and it don't work out so fine on this side of the white lines, on this side of the white lines. Thanks for coming out and listening to some songs.